folks, this is MediK/ and we are back in Kerbal Space Program. Sorry about the hiatus last week, didn't have much opportunities to record, but we are back. I'm in a separate recording session now. The last, 4 episodes, I think, were all recorded all at once. And I wasn't keeping track of my time, so I didn't put in normal episode outros and intros. I just had to sort of stop and continue. But anyway, we are getting back to Wash here. I have 2 probes released. One, I believe, is in... Yes, that one is in an orbit around Tylo. This one's still in a Joule orbit. I tried to get it in orbit around Vol, but the engines on these guys aren't particularly powerful. So it did not work out that he was able to slow down enough to be captured by Vol's gravity and pulled into that kind of trajectory. But we are going to concentrate on Jebediah Kerman here in the Laythe lander here. It's dark now. We're on the dark side of Joule, so apologies for the picture. But before we do anything with him, I think we're going to go ahead and decouple our remaining guys here, because I don't want the extra weight. I realize our fuel is actually kind of low for the return journey, so I want to minimize problems as much as I can. So we're going to get rid of this weight. It's not much. We're going to switch over to this guy, and we're going to extend his antenna and extend his panels, just so that he is now available for commanding. And we're going to do the same with this guy over here, which will be this one. Thank you. Extend the panels. And they're just going to hang out in this same orbit, and we will control them remotely at some future point in time. Assuming I decide to spend that much time in this version. We're still in 0.23.5, the asteroid redirect mission hack. And we're actually in a situation now where 0.24 has come out. And we kind of want to... Let's see, Laythe, that's no good. I kind of want to go to that version, if at all possible. So, let's see how close we can get here. Not very. I think we're gonna just do some orbits out here, just to try and get things to match up a little bit nicer with Laythe. So let's go ahead and time warp as much as it'll let us. Oh, it lets us time warp quite a bit, actually. There we go. That's more what I was expecting. And I'd like to get into 0.24, but I want to reset before I do 0.24. So, what that means is I want to finish this mission up as much as possible before we actually get into that. Hopefully we'll get an encounter here soon. But so I just want to finish this mission up. I want to land on Laythe, I want to get our samples, I'm going to take off from Laythe and get home. And if I do something with the probes after that, that'll probably happen off camera anyway. So, that would just be for my own entertainment. That's awfully close, but not close enough. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I accidentally time warped faster than I wanted to. Alright, let's do it again. Let's go around again. That's no good. I think when we get out here, we're gonna have to add a maneuver to push this guy out a bit. Let's go maybe... Oh, actually, you know what? This looks like it might turn into something. We just got an encounter doing that. Purely by accident. Okay, I'll use this encounter. Oh, maybe I won't. This looks like an impact, actually. There we go. There's a periapsis. Yes, I will do this. I will do this thing that I have just done by accident. And that will work out nicely for me. Where are we? Still on the dark side, apparently. Where is the sun? Is this solar system has one, right? Let's time warp around a little bit. Not sure how long our encounter is going to be. Let's see if we can't find the mark. The vessel's still a little unwieldy because of that one attachment point back there. So I'm still worried that we will run into a situation where the ship will just break apart. Come on, there's got to be a maneuver node somewhere. There it is. Here it comes. Let's cheat ourselves onto it here. Stop! Oh, stop! There. The game thought we were under acceleration because of the wiggliness of the ship. I think I've mentioned that before. But that is a little bit of a problem. Now we're going to get centered on this. We're going to do a quick test burn. Just to see how much oomph we actually need. Okay, looks like about 5 minutes or so. We'll start the burn at 2.5 minutes out from our burn time. So let's go accelerate ourselves to that point. But if you haven't seen, there's the sun. Now we can see our ship a little bit. It's coming in at a weird angle. 0.24 adds contracts and money management to the game and different mission objectives. So the career mode is actually a little bit more career-y than it is in this version. So that's one reason I want to completely restart the series. Start my save from the beginning, just because I think it's going to be a whole new game. It's going to be a completely different experience than it has been before. And I don't want to cheat myself out of that by carrying forward the extra science and whatnot that I have from here. Well, especially because I don't think science is the actual currency of the research. Like, you get reputation and stuff now. So that's going to make things a little bit different. I think the mode that this game is running in, the current career mode, I think they have a version of that in the update 0.24, so that you can continue to play with just science being the objective. So essentially it adds a third mode. There's the sandbox mode, there's the new career mode, and then there's this science-based mode. So this save probably wouldn't even use any of the new features. It would probably default to the previous mode. But, alright, I'm gonna complete this burn, and then I will get back to you guys. Okay, I've gotten us into an actually very low encounter with Laythe here. Only a 5,000 meter periapsis. I think that's okay, though. Where is Laythe itself? There's Laythe here. Let's see, if we focus our view to Laythe... why? Oh, I guess that's what our orbit is gonna do? That's really crazy. But if we go here to Laythe, parameters, sphere of influence, yeah, that's fine. What am I looking for? Atmosphere height, 50,000 meters. So that's not too shabby. Hopefully that's not too much aero braking, honestly. What I might actually do is disconnect these guys and then do a burn to raise this. Yeah, actually, let's quick save. Yes, that's the button. I was worried I was gonna hit the quick load button. Okay, so we quick save. Let's go ahead and do a separation here. You know what? I don't want to do a separation here. We're gonna wait. We're gonna get closer. Because what I might do is I might actually separate the boost stage further out here. Maybe once we get into a Laythe encounter. If it looks like our trajectory is going to take us to land, we'll disconnect and adjust its orbital trajectory so that it won't dip in as far, and we can get it into orbit around Laythe separately, because it's got a computer in it. We can do that, remotely. And then we'll hopefully just be able to aero brake this guy and bring him in for a landing. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. And if we fail, we have a quick save that we can load. And everything will be just fine. So we're coming up on our encounter. Don't want to whoa! I just scrolled right through Laythe. So this is the problem that we've got. You can see Laythe right here. Almost entirely water. We don't have a whole lot of land surface to actually try to land on. So it's going to be tricky. So, wish us luck. Here's the encounter. Alright, we are in. We got a periapsis there, 5,000 meters. It puts us on the dark side. So I can't easily tell what's going on. You know what? We're going to give it a shot. We're going to quick save here, though. Rather than where we were before. We're going to give this a shot. And see what happens. So, let's decouple. Or undock. Very good. Let's switch to the robotic control. And let's back away. Very good. Now, to make our periapsis higher, I think we have to burn prograde. Did it just put it in an orbit here? I think it did. Let me place a maneuver. That's not where I want to put the maneuver, though. I want the maneuver over here. If I burn prograde, yeah, it's gonna bring the periapsis up. Oh, it doesn't take much. I want to keep it maybe 60,000 meters, just down to the atmosphere. Just a little bit more. Little bit more. Little bit less. 33. 51. Just a little bit higher. 54. And that's good, 55.5. So we're going to do that maneuver here. And that's going to be burning off in this direction. Why am I not controlling this? This has a computer. It has electrical charge. Why is it not turning? Is it just I don't have enough reaction wheels on it? Let's turn the RCS on. Okay, that's what it is. Just not enough. Not enough in terms of torque in the reaction wheels. So let's turn this guy around. Let's cheat it a little bit. Find our marker. It's a fairly tiny burn, too. It won't take much. In fact, I may just go ahead and do it now, rather than waiting. Let's lock in on that, and let's just do a bit of burn. Whoa, okay, that put us in orbit, apparently. And, okay, good enough. What did that put our periapsis at? 53. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. That is acceptable. So, we'll let you drift, swing around, do whatever you want to do. Let's switch back over to this guy. And hope that we are able to have some success with him. So we're going to turn him around so he can see where he's going. You are going this direction, my friend. Towards Laythe. Disturbingly straight into the surface of it. And we're going to actually turn this way for now as well. Very good. The idea here is that we coast in as much as possible. So let's switch to the map view and let's just go ahead and time warp until we are getting close to our encounter with the atmosphere. It should drop us down here pretty quickly to 1 times speed once we hit the atmosphere. And of course, we can't see a darned thing. Hopefully I'll be able to brighten this up for you guys. It's pretty dark for me too, though, so... Alright, we're going to retract the solar panels. Now, are we back at 1 times speed? We are. We are back at 1 times speed. So let's go ahead and point in the direction that we're going. So we are going this way. As we come into... Why does it look like there's lights on? Okay, I guess that's just a visual glitch. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, but we're gonna turn this way. And here we go. Cannot see a darned thing. But we're getting the atmosphere re-entry effects. So that's good. Let's go ahead and pitch up just a little bit here. Just to get ourselves a little lift. Oh, this is intense. I can't believe how badly this is going right now, because not being able to see where we're going is obviously a major disadvantage. And it's not like the overview map is doing me any good either. Like, I can't see anything right now. How is this affecting our orbit? Is this going to put us on a landing trajectory? Yes, it definitely is. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, man. Okay. How are we doing on resources? Hopefully we have sufficient electric charge that we can put the lights on for the landing. Certainly looks cool. There's no doubt about that. Coming in fast, coming in hot. We are definitely going to have to land or quick load. Those are our options. What's nice is that if we are, you know, a mostly water planet here, we can let this get pretty low before we have to start worrying about where exactly we are. So I'm gonna wait for the atmospheric re-entry effects to completely subside before I turn the landing lights on. And hopefully we'll see something. Laythe, it has a much lower atmosphere than Kerbal does. Kerbal's atmosphere starts at 70,000, Laythe's starts at 50,000. And I think the gravity is lower. So my hope is that we can actually afford to use our engines a little bit if we need to land. I mean, the idea is to coast in as much as possible, but that was over-engineering it for the sake of making it work on Kerbal. You know, I mean, I would much prefer using some fuel to land on land than trying to coast in and ending up on water. But this is horrendous right now. And the SAS isn't doing a very good job of keeping up with my pitch for some reason. Do I have trim or something set? Maybe that was a problem. No, it just has difficulty. I can barely, I'm leaning in, so if I got loud, I apologize, but I'm leaning in. I can barely make out just water beneath us right now. No land in sight to speak of at all. These engines aren't even activated yet, are they? Okay, I'm gonna activate them. Why do they have that little fuel? What? Oh no, fuel was transferred out of these tanks again. I thought I fixed that. Oh no, alright. Oh, because I quit the game and reloaded and it didn't remember the disable crossfeed thing. Okay, well, this might be problematic. I think that I have made a horrible mistake, my friends. But we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna let it happen, see what we get. Right now we're flying nice and level. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the time warp up here SAS is managing. We're getting a little bit of light now. I'm gonna let us get fairly low. Okay, let's hang out right here for now. Let's switch to the map. We're starting to come around to sunrise. Can I see anything on the map for land masses? No, not at all. What about out the window, so to speak? Any land coming up ahead? Not so far. Alright, let's pick up the pace again. At least I can see better now, but yeah, there's nothing in sight. Huh. Alright, well, we're gonna give this a shot. They are in air-breathing mode. Yes. Very good. Gonna pitch up just a little bit. There we go. That's good. That's good. Keep it nice and level. Just a little bit more. Perfect. Alright, let's time warp and see if we can find some land to land on. I think we hit some turbulence there. Gonna put the fine-tune controls on to try and avoid breaking this thing. There we go, gaining altitude again. Guys! This planet is all liquid! Where's all the land? It looked like I just shot a missile. Did you see that? There's gotta be land coming up here eventually, right? I don't know, it's all dark on the mini-map. Or not the mini-map, but this planetary solar system view option. Let's just zoom out from here. Just this one little pinprick with a jet stream behind it, and no sign of land anywhere. Alright, you know what? Nope. Not gonna do it. We are going to reload the quick save, because this is a lost cause at this point. We have too many things going wrong to continue down this road. I'm going to make sure that the fuel transfer is happening correctly. Let's transfer fuel back out to the lander, and then we're going to get ourselves into a proper orbit around Laythe. So I'm gonna boost ourselves a little bit so that we don't crash immediately into the planet, and then we'll try to get down on the other side. So I'll be with you once all that's done. I'm aiming for this strip right here. And I'm very concerned about our fuel situation. This might end up having been a one-way trip because, yeah, that's not a lot of fuel left. But at least we will get the landing done, I think. Alright, that's gonna have to do the job. It's kind of a steep angle. Hopefully we'll catch enough atmosphere. Actually, I'm not confident in that. You know what? We're gonna just go all out. We can always send a refueler, or theoretically could send a refueler if we weren't resetting. So let's just go ahead and presume that that's our strategy here. Come on, get on the mark. Ah, this vessel is so unwieldy. I want something that looks like it will definitely come down on this landmass. Alright, that'll about do it. Hopefully there'll be enough left. Well, this will drag back further from atmospheric drag, and hopefully it'll drag back far enough that we'll have room to land. And potentially we can bank to the right here as we come in. But I think we are now at the point where we are going to decouple or undock. Let's switch over to this guy. RCS, SAS on. Let's back away. Put it on a prograde trajectory. There's something in rising in the distance. What is that? That is... I don't know. Oh, I guess that's, is that Vol? No. What is that? That is... I can't remember what that is. It's this guy. No. This moon over here. This one. Tylo. That's what's rising in the distance there. That's Tylo. Alright, good. Don't overshoot. Well, we overshot. That's fine, though. Let's get into this view. And let's just burn... and try to get it back into orbit, if at all possible. It might be a little... optimistic. Meanwhile, let's also keep an eye on this guy's altitude. So far, so good. We'll need to switch back to our manned vessel soon, though. Yeah, this did not go according to plan, really. But that's alright. We will plan things out better in the future. When we reset into 0.24. It's starting to turn into what might be considered by some to be an orbit. Apoapsis is pushing really far out. Okay. Once this one hits 50,000, we are done with this robotic portion. Because I want to make sure that Jebediah touches down safely. And it looks like we are about done. We might actually manage to get a periapsis, though. Although, wait, okay, now we're still above the atmosphere. Okay, as soon as this gets above the atmosphere... Oh, we're not gonna get it above the atmosphere, I don't think. Nope, alright, abandon that ship. Forget it. Let's switch back over to... you... Oop, not set as target. Switch to... Alright, Jeb, it was a one-way mission. We might be able to... We need to at least try to get you back into orbit, though, so that we can justify the use of a plane. So let's go ahead and flip ourselves around. It's looking good, right about there, and... oops, that's not the button I wanted. This is the button I wanted. And we're actually going to go a little bit this way and try and catch a little bit of a drift, I guess, as we hit the atmosphere. See if we can't turn this way, follow the curve of the island. We are going mighty fast, though, so I don't know. This is going to be very tricky to pull off. Gonna do the time warp here. Okay, we're getting some re-entry effects now. Can we turn, and will it do anything? Because right now it looks like we're gonna coast right over the edge of this island. Come on. Catch the wind here. I don't know. This is a little ambitious, trying to do this without power to the engines. When the atmospheric re-entry effects end, we will probably have to switch the engines on just to get ourselves into a proper course for landing here. So let's go ahead and make sure those are down. Let's activate and activate, and we'll throttle up. Let's try and turn here. Come on, you're a maneuverable ship. You can do this. Jeb's last hurrah in this version. I more or less want to turn around at this point. Okay, this isn't too bad. Let's see if we can't get going that direction. Yeah, something like straight north, I think would be very good. Once we get the ball on north, we'll kill the engines. Come on. Almost there. You can do it. Yeah, look how excited he is. Alright. Not too shabby. Let's pull up a little bit. Hold that. Okay, down we go. Do we don't have radar altitude, do we? Because we have no controls in this cockpit at all. Alright. Flying literally blind. Go ahead and put the gear down. And I think we'll time warp ourselves a bit till it looks like we're getting ready for a touchdown. Where is the sun? I want to get an idea of where my shadow is going to be. Oh, 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 oh. I think we're getting pretty close now. Yep, there's our shadow. Okay. Just a little bit of time warp. Ooh, okay. Let's level it out. Pull up a little bit. Pull up a little bit. And... oh! Ah! Holy mackerel. Did we hit that hard? What is this piece? It's just like a tail fin. Oh, air's coming back down. Smush. Huh. Well. So close. And yet so far. Literally, we were so close to a successful landing, and we were so far from home doing it. But unfortunately, our attempt to get to Laythe in this version of the game was a complete failure. We got here. We just weren't able to land. We came down a lot harder than I expected. You know, I think the atmosphere must be thinner here, and so we didn't get as much aero braking as I wanted on the way down. So I'm thinking that probably accounts for it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Kerbal Space Program, and it also is going to do it for this save. We are going to be starting brand new when we start up again with the next episode, and that will be in version 0.24. So thank you very much for watching, and tune in next time to see the new first contract version of the game with, like missions and contracts and funding, all that stuff. Having to keep track of it like a proper space program. So, until we see you next time, have a good one. Ooh. No space, space. No space, space. See ya.